All right, we're going into Big Bend National Park. Okay, the roads are good. I doubt I'm going to do much videoing as I'm driving, because again the roads are asphalt, but they're topped with gravel, so there's a lot of tire noise. But the roads are pretty good. There's a few places there kind of bumpy, not teeth rattling bumpy, but your vehicle will hop a little bit. There are a lot of hiking trails out here if you are into hiking. Camping by reservation. You have to have a special permit for backcountry camping. It is beautiful in a desolate kind of way. And plenty of vegetation, your usual cactus here. It's what you usually see or see in the movies, and I've never seen this in a cowboy movie, but it's beautiful. Look at that purple cactus. Now some people may say, well, yeah, I've seen that before. I've never seen purple cactus, and it's all over. If you want to go hiking, you got to wear appropriate clothing, footwear, long sleeves. There's a trail right over here. It says wear a hat and long sleeves. There is no shade on that trail at all. And of course, you have to be aware of snakes and scorpions and everything. Just be careful. Of course, people that hike trails like this, they're probably used to it. They know what they're doing. But if you're a novice, be prepared. Oh, they say it's like a 2.5 mile trail. And they say take 2 to 3 liters of water per person. So I say that in my videos. When you're out in the wilderness, you're going to want water. That's an interesting cactus. Don't know what it is, but I was walking by and thought I'd take a shot of it. We got some hikers out there headed out into the wilderness. Those are the mule ears. Okay, we're headed to the Santa Elena Canyon. That's up ahead. I've been seeing it for several miles. I didn't stop and take a picture. I figured we're going to get a picture when we get up to it, or a video. But I had to come out here. Oh, they're walking over here. He's got to be. There are no fences here. There's got to be wild horses. Since they're wild horses, whoa. I'm not going to get too close to them. But anytime I see some wildlife out here and I can get a shot of it, I'm going to. And they're coming right up to the road. They're kind of pretty. Oh, he's coming here. And we got a truck coming along, so they may get skittish. Okay, here's the Santa Elena Canyon. This is just the overlook. We're going to get farther down in there, but they say that it's made by the Rio Grande. But there's so much silt and sand in the river. That's what has carved this out. Okay, there's a trail over there. It says River Trail. Woman was coming back and she didn't make it all the way down. She didn't know how far it went. And her husband said, the river's right here. So they pointed me over here. Go down this little trail right here. And here's the Rio Grande. Rio Grande divides it's the boundary between the United States and Mexico. Pretty neat. I'm gonna give you all a little suggestion. I drove down to the end of the road where it's the mouth of the canyon, and then there's a trail you can walk up into it. But there are people, it's limited parking there. And I couldn't stop because there's no place for me to park. And there are people sitting there eating their lunch. So if you come here, go down do your thing at the canyon, and then come back out half a mile. There's plenty of places to pull over to eat your lunch and free up those parking spaces so other people can get in there. But the overlook, plenty of spaces here. This is just about a quarter mile down the road from here. This is the river access. Plenty of parking here. So don't take up parking spaces for any longer than you have to. But I'm going to drive back down there, see if any parking spaces have opened up, and if they have, I might just walk into the canyon. I came down here to the river because the people told me, heck, it's only 30 feet. I said, I'll walk that. One thing I should tell you about the Rio Grande River, there is no boat rental or here in the park, or raft rental, whatever you want to use. But there are outfitters in the area, and probably tours. But this is river access, so if you've got your own kayak or raft or whatever, you can access the river right here. But there's no concession in the park for floating down the river. All right, we're gonna go back down, see if we can get the parking space down by the canyon. If not, that's life. Can you imagine what it's like during tourist season? I mean, we're here in the middle of January 14th, 2026. And people are taking up parking spaces down there. So we'll see what we can do. During the rainy season, you probably can't even get down here. There are about 6 or 7 spots that warn of road flooding. I imagine they're only flooded for a day, but then they leave silt that's got to be cleaned out. Coming up to the canyon. And all along here, there's no parking anytime. The ground is soft, so no parking, at least on this side. But you'll see the mud. You get stuck on that. And here's mud there. And let's see if there's any parking spaces. There's one handicap spot. I'm not handicapped. Neither is that person from Colorado that was pulled into it. And see, No parking spaces. Middle of January. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here and start another one. This was a dead end road. It came to the canyon. So, and I didn't take many driving shots coming in. So we're gonna stop this one. Please subscribe, doesn't cost you a penny. Like, make comments, share with family and friends. And this next video is going to be more of a driving one, going back out of the road to the canyon.